In Super Auto Pets, winning an arena game with a level 3 pet gives you that pet's ribbon. Now, there are 264 ribbons in this game, but honestly, they mean nothing. In general gameplay, most of the time there is never a reason to level the majority of these pets to level 3. But frankly, I don't care. I want my ribbons, and I want them for every single pet. However, there is one big problem. The biggest roadblock to any Super Auto Pets achievement hunter, the sloth. The sloth is the most infamous animal in Super Auto Pets. With a roll chance of 1 in 10,000, the sloth is indubitably the rarest and most sought after ribbon. However, this doesn't make the pet any good. With no ability and a 1-1 stat line, the level 3 sloth is very difficult to accommodate in any winning team. However, select few have managed this feat and taken home the coveted level 3 sloth ribbon. And today, I want to bring you the story of how I managed to win with a level 3 sloth too. So this is actually the very first Super Auto Pets video I ever recorded, which is, I guess, why my recording software was struggling to keep up at the start. It's a little bit frozen at the moment. Don't worry, it will get better. But you can see that I rolled a sloth, I froze it, I bought Solar Crow that apparently didn't show up, and level mosquito, I guess. Okay, bringing in a crocodile. Okay, and there we go. We're back. The recording's back. So you can see I have rolled a sloth. And it is really funny that I rolled a sloth at this point in time because this is a vintage video actually. This is from a while ago, and the astute among you may be able to recognize the pack that I'm running here because it was in fact Scooty's Sloth Weekly, which is very funny. So this run came on literally my first session of playing this weekly. It was definitely day one, and I think this was probably my third or fourth game in this weekly. And I knew that it was a sloth weekly, but I wasn't really going for that because I figured the only way to do that was the tapir donut pill thing with the oyster, that sort of advanced strat. And this weekly was really set up for that. In the sense that you would draw a lot early, and then the only scaling in this was shop scaling. And so the idea was that you would draw early and then get your setup and then shop scale, and then when you roll a sloth, it'd be high stats and you can bring it in and try and win. And so that didn't happen here, as we get the funniest battle I've ever seen. So clearly that didn't happen, right? And my strategy here was, of course, you've just got to draw early because there's no scaling. And so I've got my hedgehog and I've got my badger, and I'm cramming cans. And you'll notice that I didn't bring the sloth in because if I did, I can't scale it anymore. And so I really needed it in my shop. And so I'm sort of just playing without a slot at the moment. I could have sold the oyster there and bought the can, but I guess keep it frozen. It doesn't really matter. But next turn, I'm really looking for lioness. I guess that's why I didn't sell the oyster, so I've got that. The badger almost takes out everyone, but the goldfish survives. And as soon as I rolled the sloth, you can see that my mindset changed immediately into, okay, shit, win as quickly as possible. So I'm selling the goldfish, even though it's only got 4 gold, it'll be something. I can bring in a blobfish here, back when it was still tier 3. And there we go, there's the lioness. So I'll immediately 1.5 it. And I don't know, I guess you just sort of leave it, take a snake for the turn, maybe it helps you win. A stake on a crocodile is going to do literally nothing because no one has stats yet, but, better safe than sorry. I was sort of panicking a little bit, and just due to my can stacking, I think I'm going to be bigger here, and that takes us to 5, 3 health left. Keep stacking cans. I mean, it's the only way you get scaling, and it's super fortunate to get another lioness here, and another snake, which I actually stack on top there. Yeah, I mean, these can go in favor of a parrot. I think that's probably the right call. So decent stats now on the team, a little bit of sniping, and with everyone else hopefully being low stats, this should be enough to take out everyone. So you can see this team's got all level 3s, but because there was no scaling, it's just everyone's tiny. So my stats are easily able to wipe everyone out. And my sloth is now up to 13. Get another snake off level up. So many snakes this run already. I'll bring in a blobfish. I don't even want the snake, but the shop just gives me another one. And I think I just figure, all right, well, I guess I'll take it, right? Thinks about selling the crow for some reason. You have to excuse me. This was a very long time ago. Pass up on the parrot. I guess it's not really super necessary, but really chaining with the snakes now. Should be lots of snipes for, and again, just another incredibly weak team because I mean, you know, I love what you're doing with this emu, but it's just, you know, my shop scaled stats are going to be bigger. My sloth is now 17-17, and we're on turn 14, 7 wins, and I've got. I'm thinking now. Okay, I need the experience, and the experience is like absolutely paramount here. So I'm actually going to bring in the sloth now. And I know I miss out on the turn of shop scaling. I think that's why I delayed a little bit. But it means that next round, hopefully we win. And then I can chocolate it twice, blobfish it, and then I'm only looking for just a couple of things, right? As we handily take care of that team there. So the double chocolate on the sloth. Get another snake, because of course I do. And roll another snake. So I don't know, could have a level 3 snake, but I guess you probably don't even want it. You're probably just looking for... And another snake. So many snakes. I don't even want them. I do. I don't. I'm confused. I take an oyster. I guess you take one more round of shop scaling, and then you just need to hard roll for chocolate and pills and blobfish. So we've got 1 gold experience in the form of a pill. We've got 3 gold experience in the form of a chocolate. We've got 5 gold experience in the form of a crow. And thankfully, Scooty was very kind and gave lots of methods of obtaining experience here. So, of course, lioness is out, oysters in, blobfish is in, 10 gold to roll. Do we find anything? Find 1 pill and a crow. I think you've just got to take them both. No pill. Yeah, okay. So I just take the experience here and try to throw the round. So the snake goes to the front. However, I forgot that the parrot would copy the snake. And so I've actually got a level 2 snake here, which is somehow going to work out perfectly. Is that not the most remarkable draw you've ever seen? And so I was hype. I got a chocolate here. I'm thrilled. 2 oysters, and just try to set up as best you can for the next turn. No more shop scaling, so you just need a win here. Turn 17 would be really late for anything, but everything should be 20 odd. I'll bring in a scorpion, should trade with something higher if required. And yeah, bring in the toad, and then put the chili onto the sloth and move it into second position. So this is the team. It should be good enough in the weekly. I mean, it was the first day, and I don't know if anyone really knew what was going on. And again, it's like a interesting team. They actually copy the biggest unit, but it's all good. The toad is the sole survivor. And there we go. That was my level 3 sloth win. And I think I just sat on this screen for a while, just completely overwhelmed. It was really interesting because I actually did get this in the scummy sloth weekly that everyone talks about. I think the majority of the Super Auto Pets player base got their level 3 sloth probably around the same time. But I don't know, I sort of count this one as a little bit different because I did roll it. You know, this was my sloth, right? So I don't know, let me know what you thought. Is that scummy to have achieved a level 3 sloth win in the Scooty weekly in that sense? I don't know. It's it is funny how that happened. Incredibly lucky that it turned up in the weekly that was specifically designed for sloths to win. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you later.